Hi guys, it's Steven here at Space City Con with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the legend.
Well, Bad Hatter, I got to start off right away. I understand about the bad hat deal, but the first thing Hacksaw Jim Duggan has to do is give a big ho! Kind of fires me up, gets the blood flowing, gets the air in the lungs at this stage of the game.
Awesome. So, I mean, you were a quintessential part of wrestling, period. You brought in so many people, you showed so many. What has been your best experience or favorite experience while wrestling?
Well, it's been a great experience for overall. So many folks hear all the negative stories about pro wrestling. Guys like my good friend Jake the Snake Roberts or Scott Hall. For me, it's been a great business. I've been with my wife for over 30 years. Never had to go to rehab for booze or drugs. No felony arrests. A couple misdemeanors, but it was back in the 80s, Bad Hatter. But I tell you, overall, it's been a great business for me. But probably the highlight of my career was getting to wrestle Andre the Giant, main event, Madison Square Garden with over 20,000 people was a thrill of a lifetime. Not only to be the main event at the Garden, but to be in there with Andre the Giant.
Yeah, and see, I heard he was a wonderfully gentle man.
I don't know who told you that, brother.
Okay.
I think he could be an irritable giant. Let me go that far, man. It was a tough life for a guy being that big. We had trouble getting into the showers, fitting in the cars. But overall, my relationship with Andre was good, but he could be an irritable guy once in a while. I'd get on the airplane next to a businessman sometimes, and the guy say, "Brother, I had a rough day." I'd be like, "Let me tell you, man, about a rough day." Andre still had villagers in his teeth from the night before.
So what all are you doing now?
Oh, I do all kinds of stuff. I do a lot of Comic-Cons. I was just up at C2E2 in Chicago. I'll be doing the New York City Comic-Con here in October, going over to the London Comic-Con in July. It's a strange tie-in between Comic-Cons and professional wrestling because they're really like pop culture conventions. I also wrestle a little bit still, and a lot of guys are doing one-man shows now. Like Mick Foley started. I tip my hat to Mick. He was the first guy to start doing that. Now Jake the Snake Roberts does it. DiBiase does it. Myself. I tell folks, we do them at comedy clubs. I tell folks, if you want to hear some funny knock-knock jokes or jokes about your grandmother, then go somewhere else. It's not that kind of show. We're going to be out there telling stories about Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake Roberts, road stories, ring stories, and we get a great group of wrestling fans come out, and it's a fun night out.
Awesome. So you've been doing this, all the cons, for so many years now. Have you stayed so fit?
I don't know if I stay so fit, brother, but it's a never-ending battle. I'm 62 years old now. I'm 50 pounds lighter than I was when I wrestled. But of course, with so many tragic deaths in professional wrestling, health issues are something you got to keep track of. Of course, I'm a cancer survivor. Also, I was diagnosed with kidney cancer 16 years ago, and with the grace of God and early detection, saved my life. So, folks, if something's wrong out there, go get it checked out, and it can save your life.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Well, my pleasure, Matt. One more question. Thank God Jimmy's on the ball here, brother.
We have a question we ask everybody. A little starstruck. In your mind, what is your definition of a nerd?
Nerd? Here's one right here in front of you, brother. I like everything. Let me see that 2x4 for a second, brother. Let's do it one time, Bad Hatter. Let's do it together, baby. Ho! That's a pretty good hold, brother. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Right on cue, brother.
Right.